Alright, what's up, YouTube? I'm just chilling here at spawn. And in my last video, I was talking about how there's a couple of things that I wanted to get sorted in terms of, like, protection for people's stuff before I open the server up to like, just people in public in general. And so, since then, I've been working on the zones. So I got rid of the create zone command and I've just made a blanket zones command. If we run that, this tab doesn't do anything yet, but it will eventually show the zones that you own and then have a way for you to set permissions for the zones. At the moment, the zones just have a global permission that they default to. There's no way to set the permissions yet, but you will be eventually when I get to doing it, be able to set permissions for the zone globally as well as granularly. Like, for example, if I want to say like Riddles can use things, interact, but he can't break blocks or whatever. You can do all of that, but I'm in spawn at the moment because I've already set this up as a zone, so I can show you. Because this is spawn, I don't own the zone. I can't interact with the chests, can't interact with anything, can't break the blocks, and go for a swim. Oh, yeah, still here. Yeah, no, I can't take damage. I'm in spawn, and it's disabled as well. Even when I start drowning, can't take damage in this spawn, in the zone. I can still do damage to this guy. He's just an NPC, not a player. And yeah, so there's no way to change those permissions at the moment, but you will be able to once I've done the next part. But yeah, in spawn at the moment, that's what the ones are set to. When you create a new zone, it'll be set to damage is enabled, blocks can be broken, and interact can be enabled. So I had to like manually set it for spawn, just by like going into. At the moment, everything's sort of just stored in JSON, so I've got Hytale zone data here. Edit that notepad. You can see this is spawn, the only zone in there at the moment. If we created more zones, they'll show up in this file. So the owner ID is just it still needs to be a UID. So that was my user ID, and then I just changed the 6 at the start to a 5 so that it was no one's zone essentially. But sets the 2 corners of the bounding box, and then yeah, booleans for damage enabled, block damage enabled, and interact enabled. So I haven't done all the granular stuff like can use doors or can use whatever specific stuff, but that'll all be coming. Yeah, if I go back to the game, open zones, and go to the create zone tab, then I can put in basically these are your 2 corners. The first corner, second corner, like opposite corners to set like bounding box for the zone that you're creating. So if I do one that's within the bounds of spawn, Where am I looking? Alright, so, yeah, that zone, if I was able to purchase it, would be 7 million blocks thereabouts, and $1.7 million thereabouts. But it's not currently available because spawn's already there. So if I change this to the coordinates of my actual base, if I calculate the price, now it is available because it's in a totally different area. So my base for the bounding blocks that I picked out for it, 8.5 million blocks roughly. Gonna cost shy of $2 million, which for the leaderboard before I've got just enough to do that. So if I hit create zone, it was successful, and it's now unavailable because it's created a new zone, and that I own that zone. And so when the next file save happens, we'll be able to see that in our JSON file. I've written it. Look. Yeah, so we've got our base now next to the, so this is spawn because it starts with a 5, and then this is my new zone we've just created, starts with a 6. Those are the coordinates we put in, and it defaults to true instead of false, which I had to manually set earlier, right? So that means even though I've now claimed my base, Riddles and Haru and everyone else on the server can still take damage in that zone. They can break the blocks and place blocks in that zone, and they can open chests and doors and all that kind of stuff because these are all true. So that means they won't be at least blocked out at the moment while I don't have any way to not change the stuff, not manually. But that's the other tab back here that I need to finish. But that's pretty much it so far. Making progress. And I might get you in the next video.